Hey, what is going on YouTube? This is Robert, and today I'm bringing to this week's drop list, or full drop list, shall I say, for week 5 of the spring-summer season. Now, for this week, I've actually seen people for once say that with it basically being what it is, just lookbook pieces, that it is quote-unquote the best week of the season, which is kind of crazy with what has already released like so far that people are calling it that. I have seen that comment 6 times now. So when I first saw it, I thought, maybe not. Now that I've seen it like several times in a row, it's kind of cool to see that people are saying that. That's for a multitude of reasons, which we can get into right now. But as per norm, let me know whether or not your items from last week have arrived or not, and let's jump straight into this. Okay, so let's run through everything. The first couple of items for this week are going to be accessories. So we're going to kick off with the Deneen camper mug. I've seen people say that they want it, but they're worried about the retail, which I understand. It happens for a lot of items, specifically the top two, because following that is going to be the Last Supper leather belt, which I've seen so many people say amazing, great. I think the exact same. It's so much better than a lot of the other belts that have been released using the imagery provided, because some of them have just been abhorrent. I've seen so many like belts that people have put as examples saying like, oh, this is so much better, and it looks terrible. So this is great. It looks great. It's not really altering anything. It's just repeat going all the way around. Supreme is lightly on it. However, people have said the retail is going to be like 170 to like 210, maybe even above that. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, let's bring our standards down a little bit and go on to the shop towel. Set of 3, plain and simple, easy. A little bit lighter on the bank in the end. I don't know whether or not I'd go for any of them, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, the belt would be extremely cool, but at the same time, I think it would be more so a piece that you would then hold on to just purely because of the fact of what it is and what's depicted on it. So yeah, the mug, a little bit easier. But yeah, shop towels, very simple. We typically get towels either every season or every other season. So, nice, simple, easy. If you need them, grab them. Following that, we've got the world famous S logo 6 panel. So yeah, I don't really have a lot of comments for it, I'm not going to lie. Colorways are great across the board. I prefer the lighter shades, so I'd probably say the grey and like the baby blue, but also the navy is kind of nice. Red, I think, stands out a little bit too much, so I prefer the sort of lighter take of this blue, so yeah. Sticking to the theme of the Last Supper, we have the embroidered zip-up hooded sweater. Now, although I think it's great that they've done this, the execution, I remember commenting on it that the execution wasn't the best in the world. You know what's going on. Like, obviously, I think if you didn't tell someone what it was, they would fully understand what it is. But at the same time, yeah. If you're going for it, go for it. Great. That's all I can say. I do think it's a great piece, but I don't know. There's just something about it that just looks a little bit off, to say the least. Following that, though, we have the Umbro pieces this week. One of the first is going to be the Gore-Tex hooded jacket. I think it's perfectly fine. Colorways, I'd probably say, is going to be the grey or the black colorway. That's just my personal, choice in the end, and that's all I can say in the end. The other colorway's fine, but those are just the two that I prefer. We then have the blue lug reflector, which is using a very obvious old design that Supreme used to use very consistently. They're made in Japan, and yeah, it's a bike reflector, so I think it's kind of cool. I was going to say you might be able to get away with using it on like your luggage or something, but I feel like someone would 100% just steal it. They just take it. They would. It'd be too easy to take it off of like luggage, so yeah. Following that, we have the S logo rigid baggy jean. Kind of simple, easy. S logo, I think it blends in better on the navy sort of colorway or dark sort of denim tone in comparison to the black colorway, and yeah, because of that, I'd probably prefer it in the end. From there, we move on to another S logo, which is going to be a hoodie. Simple, easy colours. I'd probably just say grey or the brown colourway. Black colourway's fine, but yeah, those two will probably be my personal pick in the end. Following that, we have the small box half zip pullover. I do like the camo and the real tree colours that they've been using so far this season. I'd probably say the same for this. So that's that. That is going to stay true for the next piece, which is going to be a washed chino twill camp cap that's going to be dropping. I just like that. That's it. Like, I'm not going to say that I don't. I do. I just think that it's just the best. It really is. And genuinely, it will probably be one of the only colorways to go if it does sell out. That would be one of them. And the same for the small box. Even though I love all of the others, Realtree, it's just a fan favorite type of colorway. And yeah, those will be, I wouldn't be surprised. So yeah, then they're gonna sit and I'm gonna be like, great. But yeah, following the Umbro pieces, we've got the track pan. Yeah, my opinion sticks the same, like the grey or the cream and the black colorway. And that's it. That is all I can say. We then have an old English printed beanie. I think this beanie is going to do quite well in the long run, just personal preference. I do just think that it stands out and I think it's a nice piece. Colorways are very difficult to pick in between. Black colorway is your standard staple, but I think more so the central tones of this blue with this brown are probably a bit better. Even more so the green isn't even terrible, and I'm normally not a fan of these green like lime tones, but yeah, I think it's okay. And the red slash like pinkish colorway, maybe like salmon, you could probably say it's close to, is okay. And then that's going to be the colorway that goes. You watch, that will be the one that goes. We then have another Umbro piece being the striped soccer jersey. Don't know why this one's so low, because it's sort of like plain, simple, easy in the end, which typically I think works with Supreme, but in this case clearly not. The colorways are great as well, there's nothing wrong with them. I would probably say with the time of year that's coming up, it'd be the white or one of the brighter sort of tones. Black colorways like the staple, easy, probably like long-term resale type piece, but I think in terms of like what people would wear, it would be that. But yeah, we then have the textured Arc sweater and the S logo sweatpant. I'm staying to the same sort of opinion. I'd probably say it's like grey, brown, or like navy. Black colorway's fine, but it's so overused with the S logos. I feel that you want a different colorway. For the textured Arc piece, it's a little bit different, but at the same time, I don't think there's anything bad with that, or inherently bad with that. I think that the pink and this like cream or white colorway probably going to be the better ones. The navy and black are perfectly fine, but I just think that those two just stand out so much more. So yeah, especially with this time of year, I think that lighter tones are just more so what people want for it. Maybe in the evening time, the black or the navy shines a bit more, but I think that those two are just better. We then have the last couple of pieces. One of them is going to be the shot leather clip jacket. Not the biggest fan of it. Black colorway, moving on. That's that. We have a throwback piece, which is going to be the Reaper meshback 6 panel. I'm sure people will hopefully remember this piece because it was featured on a tee. The Reaper. So yeah, I think it's cool. It makes full use of the space available. It's just that I don't know about it. I can't lie. I'd probably say that it would be like the green or the white colorway, and that'd be about it. This grey with the blacks, okay too, but I think that the green's probably just the one that just pops in the end. So yeah, we then have a loose fit Oxford short sleeve shirt. It's okay. An Old English baseball jersey is up next. I don't know why it's this low, but I can kind of understand. I'd probably just say it'd be the blue colorway. And to cap off the week, we have the brushed arc short sleeve top. I understand why it's here. Blue colorway, probably the only one that I like, but yeah. So that's going to cover it as per normal. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below, what you like, what you dislike, what you're going to be going for, whether or not you've signed up for in-store or not. And yeah, personally, I mean, I do like the belt. I do like the mug, but I've got a ton of mugs. I do like the belt. I just think that I wouldn't actually wear it in the end. And I don't really know other than that, but maybe we'll see. We'll see. But yeah, if you'd like to, you can click a video that is going to show there, whatever one it might be. But yeah, other than that, I do hope that you have a good rest of your day, and I will see you all next time. Peace.